Welcome back to Creative Decisions. We back in the place to be, just coming up with some different sounds, create some samples from the bass, play some riffs, see what I could come up with, and then later possibly use those to make other beats, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna mess around with some of this. I just wanted to share that with y'all while I'm doing it. They got some real good effects on these things. So the ones I'm gonna start with right here, this company called FAC. It's this cat that really just developed his own apps and effects to make stuff sound fresh. So this is the bass without it. When I add this effect on there, it's gonna get that chorus effect. Oh, that's not bad. Matter of fact, here we go. So I'm gonna go to another effect real quick. This effect right here is called PSA 1000. So what it does is make the bass sound like it's going through a big amp. You know how they use on stages? I like this app right here because it sounds real, man. To be able to bring that feel to the iOS Oasis, we going from to that's not a bad sound right there. Pretty tight. I'm just gonna throw some of these other little effects on here. You know, I was talking to one of my friends and she had asked me like, how do I get over creative blocks? And this is one of the things that I do, just kind of like come into the lab or, you know, grab one of my instruments, basically just freestyle. I'm still learning the bass, but I like to be able to come up with any type of riff that might inspire me. So throwing all these effects on here, you never know what kind of sound you're gonna get because it's kind of just fresh out the box. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Just come in here, mess around with the sounds, not worrying about how it's gonna sound, just trying to get inspired, you know what I mean? Let's see what else we got. We ain't going that far with it right now though, you know what I mean? That's a little out there, cuz. That's a little out there. I'm just looking for something that catch me and just be like, yo, you know, that's dope. That's all. Get a sound that inspires some type of riff. Next thing you know, you writing, you making a song, you got a beat rolling, you know. So these are all the effects that you can pull up in this app. It's like a digital mixer. It's called AUM. And what you're doing is you can like, exactly what I'm doing now, just mixing different effects onto your instruments. You could do it on the vocal as well. You know, just a handy little tool that you could use to come up with some stuff. That's why I like the iPad, because you might just, like I said earlier, you could just create sounds, and then once I go into actually recording the song, I'll pull these up or have them recorded and use them in other compositions. That's what make it dope. Sometimes you just gotta keep messing with this stuff, man. Something to come out of it. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna throw a little effect on my vocal just to see what happened, you know, just to see if you know, I might get some type of idea. You know. You never know where idea can come from. Yeah. Then after a while, you just end up knowing where your tools are and what you can do to spark idea. That's the whole thing. Getting to the point where you're used to knowing how to inspire yourself and motivate yourself, you know what I mean? With your tools, with your surroundings, with yourself. I think it's important to just have that certain awareness of your be centered, and then all the things around you become creative tools to you. You could be looking at the sky, you could be looking at the ground, you could be looking at a ant mound, you know what I mean, and just and draw some inspiration from it. Draw some inspiration from it. Draw. Yeah, that ain't bad right there, you know. And I just put that reverb on my voice just to kind of bring something out, you know. Let me take that off for a second. I just put that on my voice real quick just to kind of get my mind going a little bit. You hear these weird sounds, and sometimes it just bring a little extra. So since I'm recording all this, I can also, man, that's gonna be crazy. But since I'm recording all this, I can also just take some of these chops and some of these riffs and go back and listen to some of these. And once I put them into beats, oh, they're gonna be tight. Even some of the parts where you think you messed up on. I know I ain't been playing all that good. I'm still trying to get better on the bass. But I do know that some of these tones can be used to create a whole nother piece of work, you know?